So grief is something that everyone experiences at some point. It is the coping with a loss, whether great or small. It's something that everyone will eventually experience. And unfortunately, in Western society, we are not super good at supporting people through this grief experience. I know this firsthand for sure. So I wanted to create this video in order to assist and support people experiencing grief. Hello, fabulous. I hope today is treating you kindly. We're going to talk about grief. The release of this video actually falls on the 1-year anniversary of my father's passing, which I know for me and for my family is incredibly difficult. And so I wanted to be able to extend support not only to them, but for others who are experiencing a loss, whatever that loss is. To be clear about how grief works, it would be lovely if it was just a set window of time in which you just process all of the emotions affiliated with the experience and then it's over. But the truth is, grief is actually something that you carry with you potentially for the rest of your life, especially if the loss is really significant. And grief is essentially equivalent to the amount of love that was affiliated with that loss. And grief can be affiliated with all kinds of loss. It doesn't have to be, a loved one passing away. It could be the change in a relationship or, a job or something else that was hoped for that maybe didn't turn out the way that you thought it would, or maybe also grieving the loss of, former function. If something in your physical life has changed, like you physically can't do the same things that you used to do for whatever reason. So grief is so much larger and more broad spectrumed than Western culture would have you believe. And it is something to be carried. It's not something that you kind of one and done. I think that in a lot of cases, people think that, oh, it's weird or it's wrong that I'm still upset by an event that happened a while ago. And it doesn't even matter how much time has passed. That can still kind of come up and present itself in your life, especially if something happens that triggers all of those emotions. So I wanted to create space to have a candid conversation about grief and how it works and what it can look like for you, and how, most importantly, to be companioned and supported in this challenging experience. So please, please feel as though you have permission to grieve whatever it is. If it's important to you and it hurts your heart, then grieve it. That's okay. Also, grief and mourning are two completely different things. Grief is kind of the ongoing process of carrying or coping with a loss, whatever it is, whereas mourning is more of the physiological processes that happen. So like the tears, the weeping, the screaming, all the things that happen with grief. And I wish it were as simple as, the Kubler-Ross model suggests with the 5 stages, but it isn't. It's a lot more complex and messy and painful than that would lead you to believe. And you can cycle through all of the emotions when you go through grief, especially when there's a lot of complexity involved. So we're just going to hold space for you to feel whatever it is that you need to feel. It's not bad. It's not wrong. There's no right way to grieve. Whatever feels aligned for you in terms of how to support yourself through this process, do that. For sure, do that, because it's rough. It's definitely rough. So to support you and support me, I'm going to use a little console essential oil. I'm just going to place that right about at heart center. This is the Comforting Blend It has patchouli in it, which is not my favorite, but I'll tell you what, when you need this oil, it's going to smell like heaven. And it's kind of smelling pretty good to me right now. So let's just hold space. I'll invite you to allow those eyes to close. Allow the breath to just soften. You don't have to adjust the way that you breathe. Just allow yourself to be here. And let's invite grief to sit at the table with us. It might feel really uncomfortable, especially if it's something that we've been trying to avoid for a while. Grief is not something to be ignored. It is something to be felt. It is something that you carry. It is like what happens to rock that's been eroded by rivers or by wind. It carves its way into your being, and as much as it can hurt, it's okay to let it be there. Grief is just a reflection of the love that you experienced. It's okay for that to have changed. It's okay for this to be hard. It's okay to experience the emotions that are affiliated with your loss, whatever it is. No one gets to tell you how to grieve. When your grieving is over, if your grief is inappropriate or the process that you're using isn't right or correct, you know how best to support yourself. And we can create space for those that you need support from to companion you in this experience. Maybe those who you would not expect to be there to provide support, whether just temporarily or more ongoing. Allow space for that support to come, even if you don't know where or when it's going to happen. Allow space for that support to be there. Allow the emotions to be experienced. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice if there's any tightness or heaviness anywhere throughout your physical body. Notice that as the tears fall, how that feels. I know it's unpleasant. I know it can feel a little uncomfortable and maybe even embarrassing. Please, please know that tears and crying is natural. Our body is designed for this. It's our natural way of coping with such heavy, heavy grief. It's okay to allow space for it. Those tears will come anyway. This is a safe space for those to be here. Let them fall. Allow yourself to breathe. Allow yourself to be supported by Spirit, your guides, the divine. Whoever wishes to show up for you in this moment, and they will show up for you, is invited to be here. Allow your soul to be companioned. I know this is hard. It's so brave and such a beautiful way to honor yourself in this moment, to just be here, making space, sitting at the table with your grief, knowing that it's invited, knowing that you're supported, and knowing that the feelings will change. It may not always feel this hard or this heavy. you will learn how to carry this experience. There will still be challenging days ahead, and that's okay. You will be supported and loved exactly as you are, even when you feel that you are at your worst. You are still worthy of love and support, and to be honored and to feel. Feel all the things. Hold space to feel the things. It's okay. You're safe. There's no wrong way. Just allow yourself a few moments to experience whatever it is you need right now. If you need more time, please take it. You can exist in this space of support and love for as long as you need. Take the time, feel what you need to feel. Know that you're safe and supported and loved in this moment and always. If you are ready, take a few slow, deep breaths. Allow your body to settle. Allow yourself space. Make room for this grief. Allow yourself this opportunity to find a moment of peace and respite in spite of this experience. And when you're ready, allow those eyes to open and return to the present moment. Welcome back. I know that was hard. I'm so proud of you for making this space for yourself. And please do be very gentle with yourself in the coming hours and days and weeks and months ahead. This is heavy lifting. And again, there's no right way. Please do seek the support that you require. If there's concerns about your safety and welfare, please reach out. There are hotlines, there's employee assistance programs, whatever support that you need right now, you are more than worthy of that support. I know this feels terrible. I'm so sorry this is happening. I wish I could make it stop, but unfortunately, this is part of our experience. What we can do is be gentle and kind to ourselves and others and seek the support that we need. Please do drink plenty of water. Again, we want to make sure that you stay hydrated. Allow all of that emotional stuff to kind of process its way naturally through the body. Allow those emotions to come up. Take the space and the time that you need to process so that way, as the grief waves come, those episodes of really intense emotion, you have a little bit more opportunity to process those more thoroughly, because they will for sure come. If this has been helpful to you today, please do like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to stay up to date on all of my newest content. I create all of these programs for you because you matter and you're important and you're oh so worthy. If this video has helped you, please do comment, and sharing is caring. If there's someone you know that's going through some stuff and you think they'd benefit, please, please do share this with them, because we want to make sure everyone feels safe and loved and supported through their grief journey, because this is very, very much a journey. So thank you, with glitter on it, for spending time with me today, and I hope that you have a sparkly day. Remember that even black glitter still sparkles. Take care of you.